Auction Monday. I have 10 items in this auction. First item, 2E01. Florida Alcala chert, leaf-shaped blade, medium quality heat treat, 6 1/8 inches long. Okay, so this one here, I started it on video. It had a bunch of inclusions of chalky material and some other issues. It has some stepping in it. I didn't get it very thin because this particular heat treat snaps very easily. This end was pointy, but it fell off. Actually, it didn't snap. It kind of fell off. There was a defect there. Anyway, I didn't repair it. I just left it. Semi-translucent, nice and sharp. It does have a nice edge to it, this material. Okay. Next item, I napped this one yesterday. Let's see. 2E02. This one is Texas Owl Creek Black Chert. It's an eccentric scalorn, high quality raw. It's eccentric because it's so long. You know, it's unusual. 3 3/8 inches long. Okay, so I napped it yesterday. Well, I finished it up yesterday. I started it the day before. Finished it up yesterday. I was going to do a lot of these smaller points for this auction, but I didn't do much napping. I had cut my finger earlier in the week, and I just took it easy. And I really wasn't into napping this time. I was mainly trying to organize my things. So, there's not much in this auction. But yeah, I'm going to start making more of these smaller ones. More of these smaller arrowheads. I am getting a rock shipment soon, though. Next item, 2 objects in this item. 2E03. Now these are made of a mystery chert, but it's a Texas chert, and they are heat treated. This one's translucent. I think I got this material from an area north of San Angelo, Texas. I just picked it up from a dirt road, and it turned out to be a bluish looking flint. Now I made these years ago, and they've just been sitting in a box. They are Washita types. Okay, and I'm pretty sure these are heat treated, because at the time I made these, I was heat treating everything. This one says 30 grains, so they're both probably about that much. Okay. Next item. There are 4 objects in this next item. (2E04). Let's see. Let's do this right. 2E04. 4 objects in under this one item number. These are all plastic casts from Lithic Casting Lab. You can find them online. Each one of these, I think they average about $20 a cast. I hadn't checked lately to see how much these are. But these are all sold together in one item, under one item number. These are from various areas. This one is from the Lamb site. Very nice casts, but I just don't use these anymore. A couple of mini Clovis looking things. Interesting. Interesting the way they left in those step fractures on this one. It may be a resharpened. I don't know. Iowa Clovis. I did not write that on there, I don't think. Although I might have. It might be a Sharpie or a drafting pen. Alright. Those are plastic casts. Keep in mind those are plastic and they are casts. They're not stone. Okay. Next item. 2 objects under this item number. 2E05. 2 casts. These are from the lithic casting lab. Andice points. You can see the range of size, but the bases are about the same width. The notches are very similar in depth, but it looks like this one on the right is resharpened and this one on the left is not. Side profile, this one's not perfectly straight. This one is pretty straight. Okay. Very interesting casts. One of the interesting things is you can see how they sharpen them. And take a look at the edge quality. You can see the edge quality very clearly on these because they do have such long edges. You can see where there is grind. It does feel dull in some areas, like here, but up near the top, even with a plastic cast, you can tell that it's sharp near the top and a little bit dull down here. This one is sharp all the way, so this one looks like it's in pristine condition, and you can tell some of the flake initiations are not modified. Like if it was resharpened, you would see the edge halfway down or so into the flake scar. You can see that a little bit on this one, where a lot of the original flake scars are missing. They're napped over. Okay? Interesting casts. Alright. Next item. This is a bunch of leather. Item 206. This is a bunch of leather for pads. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a stack of 5. Stack of 5. And then just large pieces of square. I don't know how many ounces this leather is, but it's at least 10 ounces, right? It's more than 1/8 of an inch thick. Let's see. So it's not cheap, but I already have the leather I'm going to use for my pads. Yeah, this is a little over an 1/8 inch. It might use millimeters. I think it's 4 millimeter on this particular piece. Of course, it's leather, so it varies. I think that's 4 millimeter too. These are all in the same range. Yeah, 4 millimeter. Okay, so this is all sold together, all being auctioned together as one item. I cleaned out all my leather stuff, and this is stuff I'm not going to be using. I can use it, but I'd rather let someone else take advantage of this. Okay. Next item, 2E07 is a box of brooks and bifaces. I was working this Ocala chert from Florida a lot this weekend, and I ended up snapping quite a few of these pieces. That one is a little bite taken out. I had trouble with the step fracturing. This one is a complete biface. Not too many issues with it. I did have some issues in here where I couldn't flatten it out very easily. I was just going to make a crude point out of it, but I'm just going to sell it as a biface. This is Buffalo River Raw. Big old flake. This is some of that Ocala heat-treated chert. These are all heat-treated pieces of this Ocala material. All of them are heat-treated. I think the minimum is 500 degrees, maybe up to 600 degrees. The reason why I'm offering these together in the auction is because I'm going to make smaller points out of this stuff. So I'll let you guys have the larger pieces. I do like this material, but I'm going to be using it to make smaller arrowheads. This is a piece of dacite that snapped on me the other day. As I was thinking I was going to do some more napping on dacite, I got really excited, but then I snapped that one. I said, I'm going to skip it. So yeah, I can use this kind of stuff for small arrowheads, but I'll just let you guys sample it. Okay. Give you an idea. I think that's as much as I can put in here. If I can put any more of those Ocala flakes in there, I will. Smaller flakes. Okay, next 3 items. 3 boxes of flakes. Let's see. 3 I'm showing 3 item numbers here. 3 boxes of flakes. 2E08, 2E09, 2E10. Various flakes. I will fill the box with Georgetown and Pedernales chert raw flakes. But I'll just give you an idea. All these boxes contain similar materials. There's a few flakes of dacite. 4 flakes, 5 flakes of dacite. Oregon dacite. There'll be a chunk of Rainy Buttes in here. This is another flake of Buffalo River. There'll be a couple of chunks of West Texas heat treat. A couple of pieces of Pedernales. At least a couple of these pieces are flakes of Pedernales chert raw. 4 or 5 flakes of Owl Creek gray. This is raw chert from Texas. And Georgetown. This is a chunk of Georgetown, but I'll fill the box with more flakes. Georgetown and Pedernales flakes primarily, or whatever I have left this week for flakes. Okay, so 3 boxes of similar material. Okay. So that's it for the items. I'm going to read the rules. This is not a live auction. Auctions will begin at 12 noon on Mondays and end at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 8 Central, 7 Mountain, 6 Pacific. Okay? It ends tonight. Try not to bid at the last minute. I might not see your bids, or your bids may not post in time. So if you wait, just be aware that YouTube is a little bit wonky sometimes, and your bids don't show up. Your comments are your bids, so your comments may not show up. Not everyone can see your comments sometimes. Most of the time it's okay, but just be aware. Okay? I'll be using YouTube's time tracker also. It tells me how old your comments are, and if they're not old enough to be before the 9 p.m. deadline, I won't count your bid. Okay? You bid in the comment section, obviously. I'll pre-populate the comments with the item numbers and a timestamp where the item appears in the video. So you don't have to watch the whole video. You can just hit the little timestamp and get to the item that you want to look at. I'll monitor the comments periodically, okay, during the day. I will like a bid when I see it. Okay? If you bid and you don't see a little like on it after a while, sometimes it takes me an hour or two to see your comments because I don't have YouTube on every minute all day. I'll be back and forth checking, but just wait a little while. I monitor very closely after 7 or 8 p.m. until 9, right? Just if I put a like on it, you know that I've seen it. If there's no like on your comment, then try to comment again and see if I can see that one and like that one. All right? That's how you know that I'll see your bids. Now, if you have the highest bid at 9 p.m., I'll award you the item and I'll cut and paste this generic message, sold, thank you. I'll put the item number and the price that I sold it at, or the price that you won the item at. It'll say, please email me your name, address, and preferred method of payment. It's better that I have this ahead of time, but you can wait till the last minute. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I have no way of notifying you if I don't have your email, because YouTube doesn't have private messages. I'm not going to send you a private message through Facebook or Messenger or whatever. Just be aware that I'm going to respond to you in the auction in the comments. So monitor the comments. If I've already done business with you many times, then yeah, I can email you and say, hey, you won that. Okay? Just please, in your email to me, include your name, address, and preferred method of payment. If your YouTube name is different from your real name, and also different from your PayPal or whatever name, just let me know all that so I know who you are. Shipping is free unless you're outside the United States. Free within the U.S. If you're outside the U.S. and you win an auction, I'm going to add $10 for a first class package. I'll add 20 for a small priority flat rate and 40 for a medium priority flat rate. All mail will be going out through the post office. I accept PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, checks, or money orders. I can also send you an invoice, electronic invoice. I'll issue refunds if needed. If for some reason you can't pay, I'll offer the item in the next auction. I'll sign all items unless you don't want me to. Shipping will begin on Tuesdays after the auction. I will provide tracking numbers. If you if you have the winning bid but I don't see it and I award the item to another bidder, we can try to resolve this in the comments. In the email. In the emails. I might be able to make you a duplicate, or we can arrange something else. But if I don't see your bid, I'm going to award the item to the bids that I can see. So just be aware of that, okay? I'm running out of material for duplicates, so it's getting harder and harder. I am going to get more rocks here in a little while. Hopefully this week. The shipments have been up to 2 months late, so there's that. Okay, I hope you guys had a good weekend. Hope everyone's doing okay, and good luck.